All right, welcome Cougars to our first ever virtual welcome week. My name is Lynn Ha and I work in the Office of Campus Life and Student Engagement. We hope you are all doing well during this interesting time. I cannot believe it's already September. We're so thankful that you made the time to join us today. For those of you who are new students, Welcome Week is an opportunity for us to welcome both our new and returning students. Today we have our campus resource fair that will showcase all the beneficial resources that College of the Canyons has to offer. We usually would be on campus with all of our booths set up either in the cafeteria or Cougar Way, so this is definitely different for us, but I hope it will be as informative and helpful like it always is. We're so excited to be joined today by staff from our various campus departments. Thank you again to all the staff that made the time to share what your department is and how you can help support students. We had our first session earlier this morning, and right now for our 1 p.m. session, we have our general student support services. And we have one more session later at 3 p.m., so please be sure to join us then for even more information that will be helpful for you. These sessions will be recorded, so even if you miss a portion, you can come back to our canyons.edu/welcomeweek2020 to watch the videos once they're uploaded at a later date. Some housekeeping items to keep in mind are when you enter the Zoom room, you're going to be automatically muted. Panelists, please unmute yourself when it is your turn to speak. We will be introducing your turn. Please note that this is an informational session, so please utilize the chat to ask questions, and we will try our best to answer them in a timely manner. Panelists, please remember that you have 5 minutes to present your department. And also, if you ever want to step out of the session and ask any specific questions to the departments that are present at the session, we have some separate Zoom rooms running at the same time of the session. Some of the departments, they have their regular Zoom hours, so we have the links to those. Some we have set up separate Zoom rooms for today only, and others don't have a separate room to meet in today. For those that do have the separate rooms to meet, the meeting ID and link will be on their individual slides. So please feel free to take a screenshot or take a photo of each of the slides. And we'll also share a link in the chat that will provide you with the links to the separate Zoom rooms if they are available. Lastly, we will be available after the event is over to answer any general questions. We are now ready for our first presenter, Cindy Swanke from Culinary Arts and Wine Studies.
Hi, everybody. I'm here at IQ today. We are actually on campus. We have our advanced classes on campus. So let me take my gear off just for a moment. We have 2 classes going right now, advanced pastry art, and we have a advanced culinary class going right now. So we're all geared up and practicing safety and sanitation and being very careful. The cafe here is empty today. Normally it's super busy. We do have lunches here on a normal basis. Hopefully we can start again in spring where we bring in clients, customers, the community, and actually our students make a lunch and or a dinner. So there's a lot of real world experience here at IQ. IQ is located way over in the back by Mentry. A lot of people on campus are like, oh, we didn't know we had a culinary program here at College of the Canyons. Yes, we do. And we have the best chefs probably in California teaching culinary arts and wine studies here at College of the Canyons. So whenever you're passing by, you'll see a big wood burning oven in the back, in the front. That's where we do some pizzas and some great food in our wood burning oven. We have all kinds of classes. So we have beginning classes, we had advanced classes, we have community classes as well, where you could just come in for 3 hours and bake something or make something. So we're quite an extensive program. We started about 13 years ago here on campus. We started back in the cafeteria, way in the back cafeteria. And now 13 years later, we have about 300 students. We have a baking and pastry program, which is great if you're into baking and pastry and you love to bake. It's a great program. It's a certificate program. And then we have the Culinary Arts Certificate, another great program for the hot side, right? For food and hot food, cold food. that, we have an associate's degree in culinary arts now, which is pretty exciting. That just happened last year. You also have a wine studies program for those of you that may want to go into the wine business or sell wine or work at a wine tasting room, or just as a hobbyist, you want to learn a little bit about wine. You have to be 21, but it's a great class right now. What we do is the wine studies class, we actually give them little bottles of wine, and they swing by the back door. We give them wine in their cars, and off they go, and then they all sip at home on a Zoom. So it's really a fun class. For some of our beginning classes, like a knife skills class is beginning class, a culinary 1 is a beginning class, we do the same thing. So it's online now. So what you do is you pick up your little ingredient box with all your ingredients for the week, and you go home and then you Zoom with the instructor. So it's worked out really well. We did it in the summer. We did a bake class. We did a knife skills class. We gave everybody like a little toolkit. So you have your own little toolkit at home. So we're adapting to this online. We're very fortunate the advanced classes are back. Very small classes, 8 people in a class in the kitchens. And I'll show you the kitchens if you guys can see. There's the kitchens and there's all the students working. So if you've never been in the building, when we get back, please come by and give it a circle. Or if you're on campus, just walk on by. Again, you can register. We have late start classes. So we have classes that'll start in October. It's an 8-week program. So every 8 weeks you move a class. So check us out online. If you have any questions, concerns, you want to know more about it, please shoot me an email. It's on the Culinary Arts website. You'll find my email there. You'll find all the chef's pictures there. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe, guys. Have a wonderful fall semester, and I hope to see you guys in the kitchens. Thank you very much, Lynn and Joanna, for having me here.
Thank you so much, Cindy. It's great to hear that departments are adapting as our shelter at home is taking place. And I mean, a lot of people are baking right now, so maybe you all would be interested in picking up some new skills by joining IQ. Next up, we have Renee Guerrero from the University Center /Outreach.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Renee Guerrero. I'm the Outreach Coordinator at the University Center at College of the Canyons. So from the IQ, if you take that long staircase up, we are located up at the top of the hill. So University Center at College of the Canyons is a really good way to earn your bachelor's degree or master's degree. And if you're asking why the UCEN, proximity is a big factor for a lot of students. So you can earn your BA or MA without leaving Santa Clarita. So the UCEN offers dual enrollment, tuition reduction for COC students, accelerated programs so you can finish quickly, and currently all courses are being offered remotely from all of our partners. So our partnerships include National University, the University of Laverne, Brandman University, and CSUN. So we also have staff available from each university available at the UCEN. So from Brandman, we have an academic advisor and a one-stop specialist that can help you out with financial aid needs. National has an enrollment counselor. Laverne has an academic advisor and an administrative assistant to answer all your questions. And we have a lot of bachelor's and master's programs, and you can find these on our website. I'll go ahead and put that link in our chat box. It's canyons.edu/University Center. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. I'll put that email address in the link as well. You don't see it on the screen there. And we are also hosting a separate Zoom meeting. So if you are interested, I'll put the ID number there. All of our partners are available and will be on hand to answer any of your questions. So yeah, that is a little bit about the University Center. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Renee, for sharing information about the University Center. And I really hope that our students take the opportunity to meet all the other university partners that are available to meet today. Next up, we have Cynthia Nelson with Internship Program.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cindy. I work in the internship program. I am the internship coordinator. And when we get back to campus, you can find us just below the cafeteria in building X6. So we're just right near campus safety. But for now, everything is online. So we offer multiple services. The first thing we offer you is internship search and application. And that is through our new job and internship database called JobSpeaker. And we have a bunch of internships that you can apply to there. It is also used by the Career Center, and they will be talking about their services as well. We also offer one-on-one internship support. So you can go ahead and jump in our Zoom rooms that we have if you have any questions, or you can make a separate appointment with me and I'll be happy to have a one-on-one chat with you about your internship needs. Maybe you have an internship that you need to get credit for, or maybe you're searching for an internship. I've been doing this a long time, so I have a lot of internship partners, and I'm happy to discuss with you any internships that I have and help you apply to those. The other service that we also offer is assistance with registering in the Cooperative Work Experience course. Some majors on the campus require that students enroll in this course as part of their certificate or their degree, and others just enroll in it to get credit for an internship that they might have acquired. So we offer assistance with getting all the paperwork submitted so that you can enroll in that class. Right now we've got our Zoom room open till 2 o'clock. Our normal Zoom room hours are 12 to 1 and 3:30 to 4:30 on Mondays through Thursdays. And if you just log on to our website, www.canyons.edu/interns, and click on our Contact Us button, you'll be able to find our Zoom room links there. We have separate links to the morning or early afternoon session from 12 to 1, and a separate link for the 3:30 to 4:30 session. But we've got staff member Vanessa manning that Zoom room right now until 2 o'clock. So if you want to pop in there now, if you have any questions, and then I'll be manning the room at 3:30. So I hope to see you there. And again, just if you have any questions, you just want to contact us. If you want to drop by and talk to us once we get back on campus, feel free to drop in. But if you want to talk to us in the virtual world, just jump in on our Zoom meetings. The one thing I did want to talk to you about as well is we offer that quick course twice a semester in the fall and spring. So right now we're registering students for our full term class, which begins on September 19th. So you still have plenty of time to find an internship for the fall term. The second session will begin on October 17th. So again, you have plenty of time to find an internship, or if you want to get credit for your job. But again, feel free to drop by. We look forward to meeting all of you, and welcome back.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. In relation to internship program, we also have the Career Center here today. And from the Career Center, we have Felicia Walker speaking to us about their services today.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Felicia Walker, job developer here at the Career Center, and I'll be sharing our services with you guys today. We offer one-on-one appointments where we can assist you in your resume. We can also, if you never had a resume, we can help you create your resume. We also can help you with interviews. So our goal here is to make sure we help our students from beginning to end in obtaining employment. We also can assist you with submitting your applications online as well. If you find that you're having, any trouble with submitting an application, we're here to assist you. We also do employer referrals. So if we have a student, or if you have a company that you're looking to work for, we can assist you in connecting with that employer. So you connect with us, with one of the job developers, and we'll be able to assist you with making that connection with that employer. We also have our job board called JobSpeaker. On JobSpeaker, that is our new platform where all of our positions are housed. We have right now over 100 positions, and we also have over 400 employers that have already registered. So I highly recommend any of our new students or current students, please register onto JobSpeaker. We have our link on our page. If you go to canyons.edu/career center, you will see the list of links that we have to schedule an appointment with a job developer, as well as to register on JobSpeaker. We also have our recruitments, where we have employers that come in and they do recruitments, and they're looking just to hire for our students. So for example, we're working with a company now, Mamba Logistics, and we're doing a recruitment for them on September 11th. And so it gives our students the opportunity to have that direct contact with that employer to ask any questions that you may have without competing with other applicants. So it's strictly COC students, one-on-one opportunity to be able to meet that employer, ask questions, and submit an application for that job opening. So we do those recruitments with any employers that's interested in hiring. We just finished the LA Summit with LA County, which was very successful. We had over 25 departments from LA County that came out virtually, and were able to meet with our students as well as community members to find out about employment opportunities and how to get hired through LA County. So we work closely with employers all the time. They're looking to hire our students from all of our programs. So on JobSpeaker, that will allow you, once you create your profile, you just go through a single sign-on. Using your single sign-on from My Canyons, you're able to access it. And then once you register on there, create your profile. It's very important that you complete your profile. That profile will give the employer more information about you. Also, we have LinkedIn. We help you as well with your LinkedIn profile. We can help you set it up. We can help you connect with LinkedIn Learning, which is a good tool as well. So please visit us on our social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Our office hours, virtual hours, are Monday through Thursday from 9 to 5, and on Fridays from 9 to 1. If any of you have never visited the Career Center before, please come out, schedule a virtual appointment. We're happy to help you achieve your employment opportunities that you're looking for. Thank you so much. Take care.
So much, Felicia. So thankful that a great resource like Career Center is available and active right now and providing job opportunities, especially during this pandemic. I know it's been really difficult for a lot of people, so I hope our students meet you and approach you for some additional help. Thank you so much for being here again. Next, we have Gail Freund from the Student Health and Wellness Center telling us about their services.
Hello, I'm Gail Freund. I am the program specialist for the student. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm not showing up. Do you hear me? Okay, there we go. I'm the program specialist for the Student Health and Wellness Center, and I'm here to tell you about the services we have to offer. So students who are currently enrolled in the semester in which we are, so fall 2020, and who have paid the health fee are eligible to use the Student Health and Wellness Center. So we have medical appointments and we have mental health appointments. And currently, right now, with these interesting times, we are doing telehealth and virtual appointments. So you can meet with a medical provider to gain medical advice on any acute chronic issue that you're having. And if necessary, we will connect you to outside resources in the community for labs, prescription medications, immunizations, etc. We can schedule you your 6 to 8 sessions with a mental health provider. We are doing virtual or telehealth appointments. And to contact or schedule an appointment for either, you would just email our department at studenthealthcenter@canyons.edu. We are also offering a ton of virtual trainings and health education events. Coming up this month in September, we have our Ask the Psychiatrist event, which will be September 8th. Larry has sent out several links, but if you are interested and want to attend, you can always email me directly or the Student Health Center. I man those emails. I can send you the link. And that's a open session where you can ask any mental health question to a psychiatrist that will be there in Zoom. We have a suicide prevention and intervention and response training September 18th. So it'll teach you the warning signs of suicide and then how to prevent, intervene, and response. It's an hour training that we love. And then we also have a virtual human trafficking event that will be held on September 25th. And all that information will be going out. But it is a guest speaker who will be talking about his experiences with human trafficking. We are continuing to hold our student club meetings through virtual meetings. We have the MyGen My Fight and the Active Minds Club, and then the Autism Social Alliance. So if you're interested in any of those, please email us and we'll make sure that we get that information out to you. And we are also holding support groups, like in general support groups on Mondays and Tuesdays that you can access. We'll send out those flyers, but they'll also be on our website. So please feel free. Larry Schaller, our Assistant Director of the Health Center and the Head of Mental Health Programs, is in our breakout room right now. If you have any questions about any of the information we have or what we need. And you can also email me directly at gail.freund@canyons.edu or the Student Health Center at studenthealthcenter@canyons.edu. Welcome back. We are here for you. Please reach out and we'll be in touch. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much, Gail. You all have so many services in the Student Health and Wellness Center, so I hope all of our students take the time to get to know all that you have to offer. Next, we have Anthony Michaelides from the Canyon Country campus.
Yep, I am here. I don't see my picture yet, but I am here. There we go. Well, nice to see everyone. Although we're in virtual format today, this is a little different for us, like it is for our students, in terms of not being able to stand at a table and shake hands and do the whole greeting. But we're going to do it virtually today. I'll do my best to do 5 minutes. A little bit of history about our Canyon Country campus. Those of you who are new, especially to COC, there is a campus about 9.8 miles east of the Valencia campus. That would be our Canyon Country campus, opened back in 2007. This is our 14th fall semester. Again, kind of a well-hidden secret if you hadn't heard about it. It's right off Sierra Highway, up Soledad to Sierra Highway from the Valencia campus. We've actually serviced more than 60,000 students since we opened, in terms of students that have passed through the doors here taking classes at our campus. More than 7,600 classes have been offered. And just to run down some stats, this fall we're actually going to have 267 classes on campus. All planned to go. Of course, COVID had different plans and changed the original plans. We now have this semester construction and automotive on ground here, several sections that are meeting in the labs, obviously with the proper distancing and masks and the whole thing. But construction and auto are here on ground for labs, and the rest, of course, is virtually. Our main goal here at our Canyon Country campus is to operate a comprehensive campus that offers services to students and across the board, whether you're at the Valencia campus or Canyon Country, you want to make sure that you have counseling services, that you can meet with our A&R staff to get registered for classes. We have a health center, we have a TLC, we have a library. That's one of my jobs, is to make sure that we have as much as possible a comprehensive campus that can allow students to receive that service back and forth and across campuses versus having to go back and forth to receive a service. Looking at my list here, staple events. We do a number of unique events here at our Canyon Country campus. With about a little bit, let our students and staff show what their expertise is in terms of projects and things. One of our big ones is our Star Party, if you've heard of that. Big event that brings together a lot of our science curriculum areas, a lot of our clubs, our student clubs, chemistry and astronomy, and so on. And we usually have a guest speaker that talks on either from NASA or JPL on some astronomical angle. We've had movie nights. We've done a lot of different activities, speaker series and things like that, where we can get, again, faculty involved, students involved, and have the community come and take a look at the campus. We do a lot with our ASG, our Associate Student Government, Campus Life, in involving the students and getting them to join clubs and to, promoting them to stay involved when they're on campus. What we try to avoid is kind of the commuter idea of a student being on campus just for class and then leaving. We try to create those gathering areas. Of course, we're thinking post-COVID now, looking forward to having students back on campus and faculty and staff back on campus where we can create those gathering spaces and get things back to normal. In terms of permanent buildings, our feather in our cap right now, the thing we're most looking forward to is our science building. We broke ground back in 2018, January. It's been a couple of years, a little over a couple of years, and we're just about done. We're ready to, I believe we're going to hold classes hopefully next summer, start it with a soft opening, and have a 55,000 square foot building bustling with chemistry and biology and environmental sciences and those types of science related classes in that building. Our second building, which they've already broken ground on, so we're on another 18 to 24 month timeline, hopefully, with our student services, student services learning resources building, which will house all of our student services and support programs, our financial aid, counseling, admissions records, student business office, a library, a TLC, much more expanded than what we have now. So we're really looking forward to our student services learning resource building. The center of campus will have these two large buildings. It'll create a new footprint, a new center of campus, and basically change the landscape here at the campus. So if you haven't seen it, definitely drive by. You'll see it. You can see it from Sierra. So finally, you can follow us on social media, or Facebook or Twitter. They're on the screen there. You can visit our website for more information, keep up on different events and things that are happening here on campus. In our Zoom room today, you can see the meeting ID, take a snapshot of that, visit our room. We have Robin and Liz from our counseling and our admissions and records departments. If you have any questions about your classes or things like that, or any programs, definitely hop into the room and ask them following this presentation. I think that is it. I went as fast as I could, but again, my focus is to keeping students involved here, make sure that services are available on ground here, and of course, make sure programs and the academics in terms of classes and things that are offered here mirror as much as possible the programs at Valencia campus so that students can easily transition back and forth. And that is it.
Thank you so much, Anthony. We look forward to the day that Canyon Country Campus and Valencia campus have equitable campus services all across the board. Next up, we have Susie Estrada from the Volunteer Bureau and Student Employment.
Hello, everyone. So I'm here representing the Volunteer Bureau and Student Employment Office. So just a little bit about us. So the volunteers, COC volunteers, make up the largest group on campus. And we really appreciate our volunteers and everything that they do. They add a lot of value and they bring a lot of value to the school and to the district. And so, like mentioned before, there are events like the Star Party and like movie night. Also, last year when there was Welcome Week, all our volunteers helped out. They volunteered for those events. And so also there are three new events, or there are 3 types of volunteering that we do. So we do departmental volunteering, which what that is you volunteer in a specific department. So let's say like in the English department or science department, you would specifically volunteer for that department. So that's departmental volunteering. Also, we have campus event volunteering, and that's more like going into like the Star Party and movie night. And we also had the women's conference event that our volunteers helped out with. So those are that's campus event volunteering. Unfortunately, right now with everything going on, there is kind of a halt on campus event volunteering. But we recently just launched a new type of volunteering that we're really excited about. It's called virtual volunteering. So what virtual volunteering is you're able to help out virtually with other departments, other faculty and staff members, and assisting them with any any technical stuff that they might need help with. And so, yeah, as mentioned before, it is important to adapt, and we have adapted to with everything that's going on. So we're really excited that we're able to continue to keep the Volunteer Bureau alive and thriving. And so we also, another cool thing that we do is you get a letter of acknowledgement from the district. So once you do a certain amount of events, it's after you do 12 events, you get a letter of acknowledgement from the district. And so it's really cool because you're able to take this with you once you're doing a job interview, or maybe college interviews. You're able to use this. And so not only are you helping out by giving your time and by contributing to a greater cause, you're also getting this letter in return, which I think is personally priceless. So I know you're so there's a few different ways that you can apply. You can apply online. If you go to the Volunteer Bureau website on canyons.edu, you'll be able to apply for virtual volunteering and departmental volunteering and campus event volunteering as well. We're hoping that once everything starts opening up again, and we're allowed to come back on campus, we're hoping to start opening up those events, those campus events again. You can also reach out to us. Our email is volunteerbureau@canyons.edu, and just express your interest, and we'd be more than happy to help you out and get you going on volunteering. You can also join our separate Zoom room that's going on right now, and we could help you out with getting you ready to start volunteering and fill out that paperwork. Also, we also have a social media page. We have an Instagram page. So for the Volunteer Bureau, it's Volunteer Bureau COC. And then we also have one for student employment, which is Student Employment COC. And you could go on there. We're on there live, so you could come in and chat with us. If you have any questions, if you're just curious about anything, we'd be happy to go over anything with you. And our regular hours, they're Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. if you ever needed to reach us. So that's the Volunteer Bureau. It's an employment office. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Susie, for all that information. Next up, we have Rana Randall from the Campus Life and Student Engagement Office, and also the ASG Computer Lab. Take it away, Rana.
All right, thank you, Lynn. Hi, everyone. Let me start off by saying welcome to the fall semester at College of the Canyons, and I'm really excited to give you a quick overview of our department and all the wonderful benefits that we have to offer you as a student. So I'll start off by telling you a little bit about the Office of Campus Life and Student Engagement. We're here to help engage students with the college, sort of life beyond the classroom itself, if you will, encouraging involvement with our campus clubs and organizations, and involvement with our associated student government, also known as ASG. We have well over 40 established clubs, and you can see a list of them on our website. And if you don't know by now, we're having Club Fest tomorrow, so you can actually meet and hear directly from some of the clubs and see which ones might interest you to help get you involved. So yeah, if you're looking for a way to get involved and meet other students virtually right now, of course, check out the links on our website to learn more about these programs that we help oversee. Our department also hosts various events throughout the semester. Normally on campus, you'll always have something going on, whether it's an ASG sponsored event, a club event, or our department itself event. We have vendors selling things on campus. So all of that has subsided, obviously, because we're doing everything remotely. But we also are doing things like Welcome Week that Lynn and Joanna have put together. And we also oversee our commencement ceremony. So in the spring, if you are planning to graduate, our department helps put together that for you. We send out information from our department directly to students from Campus Life, and we are available via email, our website, and now virtually our Zoom room throughout the week, Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Another thing, a very exciting thing I want to tell you about are your student support fee benefits. When you are a registered student, you pay a student fee each semester to be able to receive some of the following. 25 scorecards, if you've ever heard of them. They're offer discounts to hundreds of different restaurants, businesses, and services in the area. And normally you get the actual physical card, but we're doing that virtually right now. And through that card, you're also able to get discount movie and theme park tickets when they open back up, but also the discounts I mentioned to the different businesses. So if you haven't gotten one yet, you can go to our webpage on Campus Life and request your virtual card. You can also check out what benefits they offer at 25score.com. And of course, when you get back on campus, when we're all allowed back on campus, you can find our office in the Student Center, right across from the bookstore, same building as the cafeteria, one of the main hubs on campus. Also, you can get these benefits at Canyon Country campus as well. The next thing I want to talk to you about, part of your student support fee benefit, is the ASG computer labs, which physically we have one on both campuses at Valencia and Canyon Country, where normally you'd be able to come in and use any of our computers, scanners, free faxing, and then of course one of the best benefits is printing for free, limited free every day. You could do that. So what we've done is transition that to a virtual assistant. So starting off with our Zoom room Monday through Thursday, you can come in to that and ask anything basically. Obviously, if it's any computer related, we can hopefully answer that for you, help you with Microsoft Office, formatting a document, tell you how you can get Office 365 free as a student and download those apps onto your computer. Anything type of formatting in documents, maybe you need help how to save a file and upload it to your Canvas. Whatever that is, you can also share your screen with us in our Zoom room and we can sort of guide you through that process. So anything you want to come in and ask us, we're there for you, again, Monday through Thursday in our Zoom room from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'll see you there because I work in there as well. I mentioned briefly about the printing benefits. Let me go over that with you. This is awesome. If you need your syllabus, any type of study guides or anything printed, you have that benefit you've paid for. You can get up to 80 black and white prints and or 50 color prints each week. So the way we're doing that now is on our website, we have a online print order form and you can choose which campus that you want to pick up at, either Canyon Country or Valencia. And we do that on Mondays and Thursdays pickup. And it's a curbside pickup. So you just stay in your car and call us when you've arrived and we bring your papers out to you. So keep that in mind throughout the whole semester, you have that available to you. And then of course, when we do return to campus, you can come in and use the facilities right there, either at Canyon Country or Valencia. So I did want to also point out that in our Zoom hours, we are combined with Campus Life as well. So both departments, Campus Life, ASG Computer Lab, share the same Zoom room and same hours. Also, be sure to, for those of you on social media, follow your student government, ASG, on their accounts, both on Facebook and Instagram, because they are constantly letting you know all the great things that are happening, you know, that hopefully you can take advantage of for this coming year. And I think that's about it. Again, we're available via email or our Zoom room. Please come in anytime and say hello, ask a question, and let us help you out. We look forward to you having a great semester and let us know if there's anything we can do. Thank you, Joanna and Lynn. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Rana. Thank you for putting that plug for Club Fest tomorrow. I hope you all looking for a community on campus, virtually on campus. We'll check out Club Fest so you can find some like-minded people that have the same interests and passions as you. Next up, we have Cheryl Pennington, from the history department telling us about history department.
And relevant COC history department. A lot of times people say, why do we have to study about a bunch of dead guys? Well, of course, I have a different opinion about that. And I think never have we known as much as we do now that understanding the past is going to help us make sense of things that are going on today. When it first struck me as real that I was going to be stuck in my house for a while and there was a disease out there, I was like, wow, well, people went through this during the Middle Ages when they went through the bubonic plague, and it was horrible, but a lot of people survived too. And so you can get hope from learning about those things. In the few minutes that are allotted to me, I'd like to tell you a little bit about some of the classes we offer and also about a really exciting series that we offer. First of all, we do offer a lot of U.S. history, and I remind you that if you take our Early American History 111 and our Modern U.S. History 112, you have completed your American Institutions requirement for graduation, and you take that with you when you go to your four-year school. So you can get it out of the way here with some amazing teachers. We also have a newly created class that's going through the approval process right now. I'm sure it will be approved, but you can soon look forward to a global environmental history class. We already have California history, women's history. We have some honors sections of these. And then I'd also like to put a plug in for some of our specialty classes. I think a lot of people are starting to understand that it's important to understand the world's diversity. That certainly rings close to my heart. My big areas of study in grad school were modern China, modern India, and early Japan. I got to take students on an educational travel adventure to China a few years ago, and that was amazing, and it will happen again someday. But we do offer a variety of non-traditional classes, and they all get you credit, whether it's for diversity and or for GEs. They're all guaranteed to help you transfer to your four-year school along the way. So we have Latin American civilization. We have the history of Mexico and the Chicano people. We have Eastern Civ 1 and 2, the history of India, a Middle Eastern history class. Our new and revitalized African American history class is going through the creation process right now, and Asian American history class is coming too. And so there's lots available for you. I briefly mentioned transfer. We have the history AA for transfer degree. And you can also do a regular history major, go for it if you'd like to. But one of the nice things about the AAT degree is that if you complete that, you are guaranteed admission to a Cal State. And that's certainly something hopeful, right? It's one less thing for you to have to worry about. We do have a history club. If you're interested in becoming one of its new champions, let me know and we'll get it revitalized. In the past, members of the club have gone to Civil War reenactments, they've gone to Renaissance fairs, and there are a lot of virtual things that one can do too, in addition to helping out the Santa Clarita Valley Historical Society to help build you some credibility and have something extra to put on your resumes. But with no further ado, I said I wanted to introduce our very special series this year. We always have a Secrets of the Historian series, a lecture series, and reading circle. And this year, our focus is all of us is capitalized, understanding the complex and surprising history of diversity in America. We'll be having reading circles of both historical fiction and nonfiction. Some of our titles are things like The Underground Railroad, which a friend in the English department is going to lead. I'm going to lead a discussion of Snow Falling on Cedars, which is set during and right after World War II, and of the Joy Luck Club, which some of you may have already enjoyed. We also have a presentation by one of the historians on the lost cause. You've probably read a lot about that in the news lately. You're thinking Scarlett O'Hara saying, woe is me, where did my plantation go? Well, we want to talk about why that myth developed and how it may have tied into some things that are going on now. Anyway, long story short, I'm not doing justice to all the many presentation titles and book titles, but I hope that you'll join us. There is a history department website. You just click H and go to history department off canyons.edu. Feel free to contact me at any time with your questions. Hope you'll sign up for our classes. We might be old-fashioned, but we have adapted to online too. We've done a good job of it. So I hope to see you in a class or at one of our events soon. And I think I'll sign off for now.
All right, thank you so much, Cheryl. So those are all the departments that we have for this session today. Thank you all to all the staff for taking the time to share with us all the valuable information. I hope that students start connecting with you so that they start accessing all the various student resources we have on campus. Thank you to all of you students for tuning in to this session this afternoon. As a reminder, we will have our last session on academic support services at 3 p.m. So don't miss out on that. And we will also be hanging around in this room until 2 p.m. to answer any general questions. So feel free to stay behind. And we will end the recording now. Thank you for being here. Bye.